Hello everybody, John Abella. There were some questions on Facebook about how the Six Moon Designs Haven tarp and net tent would handle condensation on very wet grass. So it was set up all night in full storm mode, meaning the stakes are all the way to the ground, no guy lines being used, and all four doors were kept closed to decrease airflow as much as possible and increase condensation on the inside as much as possible. Pretty much the worst and stupidest thing you can do. But this is about, testing to see how the double wall aspect of this works. I've opened up the netting here just to be able to show you guys. All right, so I know it's going to be impossible to see, but I cannot find a single water droplet anywhere on the net tent. Be it at the very bottom or up at the apex. There's just not a single drop of water anywhere on the net itself. Let me come around to this is the head side, which is the part where condensation would be the greatest because of all of the air being exhaled. And yeah, there's definitely a sizable amount of wetness on my hand. I would say it's comparable to what I'm used to on a single wall shelter. So that's really the proof of case here is, would there end up being any condensation getting onto the net? It doesn't seem to be the case anywhere at all. There's definitely, let's see, I'm not sure what that is, but about that. So what is that, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 inches of room between the apex of the net and the apex of the tent. I just found one water droplet right here, and that seems to be the only one, and I'm not really sure why it's there. Maybe some wind caused the water to come off the inside and then hit it here. Maybe moving around, shaking the tent caused it to do that. I'm not sure. But other than that, the net tent itself is completely dry. And that is the core reason of buying a double wall shelter. So this is the floor of the net tent. You can definitely see, a little bit of water saturation happening there, but it is completely dry. Seam right there does not seem to be bonded. Not bonded, but seam sealed, so I might want to do that. Again, out on the trail, I'm going to end up using a piece of Tyvek underneath this just to prevent any condensation and damage to the floor of the net tent. But other than this, which is completely dry, there's no water coming up through the floor. All right, so doors open. I want to show the outside of the tarp to show condensation on the outside. Have some good buildup. Not a lot, but this is the primary seam going down the side. See what we can do here in regards to bouncing some water off. This is the consequences of setting up on very, very, very wet grass. It did rain a little bit last night. Don't know how much, but it rained. And we didn't have any fog, so that's not a factor. It's just light raining and grass condensation. Thanks, and if anybody has any questions, by all means, ask away.